Today I'm going to be talking about 3 of my favorite recovery tools because what I have found on my journey of health and wellness is overexerting your body continuously can actually lead to a breakdown. I've seen more and more people have hypertension, have chronic inflammation, and especially when I was a massage therapist, people would come to me and I could tell that their lymphatic system was backed up. And if you do not give yourself proper recovery time, this will lead to the inflammation response in the body. It also adds to the lactic acid buildup, which can create pain within the muscles. And I want you to keep moving and feeling your best. And in another video, I will be sharing why it is important to reset your nervous system prior to working out and the benefits that it gives you and what you will see from your workouts in doing that. But I'm just gonna talk about products today because I have 3, all from LifePro. LifePro is a company that was created by athletes for athletes. But let's be honest, I feel like all of us are running an ongoing race in the world that we live in today. So this can benefit anybody. And I knew I wanted to have a workout routine from home that would fit and complement my schedule. And I know for a lot of you, having busy schedules and finding time to take care of yourself can feel like a task in itself. So I want to cut that out and I want to reduce your anxiety around making those goals, making those health goals happen. And so here are the 3 products that I would recommend for you. The first one is my red light panel. Red light therapy is an amazing way to help recover. It's a gentle yet relaxing way to reset your circadian rhythm. It helps to boost collagen production. It also helps to amplify the mitochondrial health, which is essential for having energy, good, healthy energy. And you can utilize this. It also helps with inflammation. I really love using it whenever my hands feel really tired after a long day of typing, long day of working at the computer, whatever it may be. I've utilized this for many different ways and in many different styles. And they have a few different panels. I bought the full body panel because I wanted to invest in that. They do have a smaller version and they also have a few other red light therapy products. And I'll be sharing one more with you. I'm bunching it into the red light therapy category just so you can have an understanding of what red light therapy is. Now, when the wavelengths enter your body, they actually penetrate deeper than most light. So you're getting into deeper tissues, which aids in the muscle recovery. You just need to turn it on. And it normally sets for 10 minutes. You can set it for however long you like. I like doing this first thing in the morning because it's a gentle way for me to start getting ready for my day. It also helps to reset your circadian rhythm. And I like to listen to my meditations and affirmations just to help get myself in a good mindset. It also keeps me from jumping into a fight or flight first thing in the morning. But I understand people want to get their routines going. So this is a gentle way to get an easy win first thing in the morning, to really support your body taking in good red light. Again, good for that circadian rhythm, especially if you live in an area that doesn't get a lot of sunlight. Depending on where you live, you may not have access to the outdoors. So this is a good thing to have. And it's really warm. It comes with sunglasses. You don't want to look directly at it. It has 3 different settings, which you can't see the near and red light. And the reason for that is it penetrates deeper. You can still feel it. It also has a combination of the 2 where it flashes. I don't like the flashing light. Let's see if we can get that going for here. There. Which I'm not a fan of this. I am just simply a fan of the red light or the near red light. And you cannot see this. Again, you cannot see it, but you can feel it. And this is one that I like to use at the end of the day just to help boost collagen production, to help me relax and recover. And this is one that I will use at least 4 to 5 times a week. When it comes to my recovery days, I like to give myself wiggle room for times where I just don't get that routine in, because sometimes that happens, especially in the beginning as you build a new way of living, you build new systems, and you're building new habits. So giving yourself space to slowly build up to possibly 7 days a week, if that's what you want and desire, kudos to you. For me, I like to keep it at a 4 or 5 because I know myself, and I also know that there are days where I just don't feel like taking on red light therapy. I understand that the body sometimes wants a break from certain therapies, so I've honed in on what works for me, and doing this 4 to 5 times a week is what has served me thus far. It may change in the future, but for now, that's what I do. Again, in the morning, I will have red light therapy. If I'm doing in the evening, I will do the near infrared. And the near infrared really penetrates deep into the body, and I will utilize this in correlation with the drainage pathway and lymphatic pathway frequencies to allow me to receive additional healing on top of what I'm already doing, because that near infrared really penetrates deep inside and it can almost go into the organs. So utilizing this for not only cell recovery, but organ recovery, muscle recovery is a phenomenal tool, especially if you want something that is more gentle and something that you can use in conjunction with other therapies. You can use it with your meditation. You can use it with the magnet healing frequencies, like I just shared. All of those are available to you. I'm going to link the physical support course down below, because that is the one that I recommend to people who are looking just to support their physical body and to help themselves improve, to help themselves to release chronic holding patterns and really get a resolve. That one will be linked below. You can use it in conjunction with breath work. You can use it in conjunction with your face skincare routines, because the light's not on. You can sit there, turn it on, and then do whatever facial routine you have. It's a fantastic way to support, again, that collagen production, and it will have you looking and feeling great. You can also use it in conjunction with yoga stretching or stretching in general, because you're aiding that muscle recovery, you're helping that reset happen. So you may get more from your stretching. I don't use it in correlation with the stretching. Not my thing. I like to sit still and receive meditations and receive healings when I do this. This is more of a sedentary recovery for me. And it does come with a wall hanger, so you can hang it up on your wall, but because I like to move around a lot, I just leave it in my room and I will station it wherever I feel called to do so. Usually I'm laying down, and so it's something that I'll use on my bed or on the floor. It does have spikes on the back, so you can lean it against stuff. But whenever I'm done, I will unplug it just in case there are surges, and also so I can maintain the life of this red light therapy panel. The good thing about LifePro products is when you buy them, they come with a lifetime warranty. Once you purchase it and receive it, you have 7 days to register. And the beautiful thing about that is they will replace the products that may get damaged, especially when it comes to electrical functions. So that's another benefit of LifePro. I also like their quality, because not every red light therapy is made the same. And the reason why I got the panel is because the strength of the red light therapy, you're actually getting the benefits that are talked about so regularly. A lot of the times the little lights may not be doing what they're supposed to. However, not every product is made the same. And I'm going to show you exactly that in this next product. So because it is another red light therapy product, and it's one that I've utilized to help my body when it comes to acute tension and pain. There's a difference between chronic and acute. Chronic is long-term pain, and that is something that usually needs to be addressed on a deeper level, and that could be anything from clearing chronic stress holding patterns which can be present in multiple systems of the body. And I'll talk about more of that in another video. But acute is when something comes on suddenly. It's sharp, it comes out of nowhere. And so when I have acute pain, I will use this red light therapy waistband. Usually what happens is I will wrap it around my hand, my knee. Sometimes I will utilize it on my low back. Ladies, this is great for that time of the month. Really helps to loosen, and it's very gentle. I'm big on vibration frequency because it helps move the lymphatic system, which I found to be a big key player in hypertension, in inflammation, and in your pain amplification. And I say amplification because when you have inflammation in the body, it creates pain. It creates a signal to your body saying something is not right, I need help. And also when you have a toxic overload, that will put a big taxation on your body, which can really lead to a breakdown of what's going on internally. And that inflammation creates heat, which can create pain over time, especially if your muscles and ligaments and joints absorb those toxins that aren't moving. And this can create a lot of distress on the body. So the good thing about this LifePro red light therapy band is it comes with the same type of thing, the red light, near infrared light, and the combination where it flashes, but it also has vibrations. Normally you have to plug it into the wall, but this one can also come with a to-go remote control battery pack, which can go right here. And you can take this on the go with you. And the one thing I like, because the vibrations are so subtle, it's a great way to receive healing. Another thing I love to do with this is I love to lay it, because the vibrations are so gentle, along my spine. Because when your muscles are tight along the spine, it will constrict and create havoc on the nervous system, because the nerves, they exit out of the spine. But if your muscles are tight, it will constrict and limit the amount of communication that is happening within your body. So this is a gentle way to support getting more flow and movement and recovery along the spinal cord in a way that actually will support you. You don't have to worry about it creating any type of distress because of how gentle it is. And the vibrations just feel so nice. If you could just relax and you drift away, I absolutely love it. And they have two bands that come with red light therapy. One does not have the vibrations. I got the one that did, because again, the lymphatic system, when you have vibrations, it stimulates that lymphatic system. It helps support moving toxins that have become sedentary. And so that's why I like to utilize this around my hands, my joints, my spine, and my hips when I feel an acute overflow of tension. And this will happen randomly, but it's a great product to use. And it's one that I like to use when I'm not feeling like I want a big lymphatic stimulation, which you can get from this, and I'll be showing that next. It's something that's gentle. It's great for people who are the younger generation. It's also great for the elderly because it is not as overstimulating, but you're getting the benefits of the red light therapy, the near infrared, and the vibrations. And I do know that this works. And I remember when I was doing massage therapy, my whole hand was in pain, and I just sat there with the vibrations, laying it like this. My pain was gone the next day because it reduces that inflammation. The red light therapy helps to heal the cells, and it's also great for skin collagen production. And for ladies with the hands, that's, I don't know, for me, a big deal. So it was a nice 3-for-1, and it's something that you can get. And the nice thing, this is travel friendly. Again, it comes with that pack that you can put in here. And so you can, as you can see, it's small. You can roll this up, you can take it with you. You can use it in airplanes, you can use it on the go. And so it's a great way to get some type of recovery when you aren't at home and when you don't have access to your big red light therapy panel. Because I do prefer this one to this one, just because of the strength of the bulbs. I know that I'm really getting that support, but because I'm so sensitive, and again, how I talked about my hand thing, I do know that this works. I just know that the strength of these lights does not equate to this. So you have to use this a little bit longer than you would have to use this one. 10 minutes, you might have to use this for 30 minutes. But again, if you're just sitting there relaxing, the vibrations feel so nice, 30 minutes flies by like it's nothing. So those are the red light therapy products that I use. Let's get into the next two, and I'm gonna talk about the vibration plate. The vibration plate by LifePro was the first product that I got by them. And the reason why I got it is because I wanted to help support my body build proper muscle function, postural alignment, and help move my lymphatic system, because I had hurt my knee and I was going through this process of healing my energetic system so I could release all the chronic patterns of stress within my body. Because when we have stress caused by emotions that are stagnant within our auric field, our chakras, our meridians, and the physical body, this will pull our body out of alignment. And even if you go and get a massage and you are pretty adamant about it, I had clients who would come back time and time again, but they would continually have the same issues because they would have the same emotional root causes that were pulling their bodies out of alignment. Until you address the subconscious holding patterns, that stuff will keep being an issue. And for me, I know that knee pain comes with a lot of emotional connections. And so while I was going through this healing, and I did about 2 months of just magnet therapy, and I saw a lot of benefits, but I could feel my body starting to have a toxic overload. I could feel my muscles were starting to atrophy. And I knew I didn't want to get back into an intense physical workout. One, because my knee was hurting, but two, in working out, you are actually activating your fight or flight. Now this can be good. Some stress is good for your body, but where I was at on my healing journey, I was being told to be still, to find out that less is more. And that's what I found out with this product. And I found that it really helped to reset my nervous system. I could feel my lymphatic system starting to drain, because your lymphatic system moves in pumps. And in having movements like this shaking, it supports that lymphatic drainage motion. It also stimulates the opening of the lymphatic system so it can start to drain. And the shaking movement also helps to build deep stabilizing core muscle, fast and slow twitch muscles to be exact, which is really beneficial for your workouts. And so I knew by getting this vibration plate, I would be supporting my body not only in those moments where I just needed a quick workout, because it does stimulate your circulation, which is crucial. It also aids in that muscle recovery while it's building new muscles. And that is also why I did it 30 seconds to 90 seconds at a time, because I knew my body was forming new muscles, even if it was on a very micro level. Being as sensitive as I am, I knew I needed to go slow because I wanted to really realign my body so that the muscles would be in proper alignment. Those fast and slow twitch muscles would be in place. My nervous system would be regulated, and I would have something to support me as I went through my energy healing process, because energy healing is pretty much like running a marathon. It's like being an athlete when you go into those deep healing cycles, but it's on such a atomic cellular, like an atomic level, that you might feel like, oh, I'm not doing anything, but you really are. And I really encourage people to find products to help them recover while they're going through their healing process. And that's why I wanted to share this as well, because not only will this help you with your muscle recovery, but it will allow you to support your lymphatic system get some circulation in you in a way that isn't requiring a lot of mental focus. It's just requiring you to be present, to breathe, which really helps to regulate that nervous system, which will support you not only, again, in recovery, it will help you in building proper postural alignment, body awareness, regulate the nervous system. So when you do start incorporating heavy workouts again, your body will be ready for it. And if you're someone who simply loves working out, this is also a great tool, because when you work out, you are using your muscles, and the vibrations, the shaking motions, helps to disconnect the brain from the muscles, which allows it to recover quicker. It also helps to move the lactic acid that builds up in the muscles, which leads to hypertension. In massage, people who worked out regularly but didn't stretch, didn't do recovery, had a lot of hypertension, had a lot of pain. And it would get to the point where it was totally unbearable and unmanageable. I remember I worked on a woman who did CrossFit, and I was like, your body is about to break. You may be able to do it, but do it in a way where you're adding in recovery. Take out one workout day strictly for recovery, or have this at the beginning of your session so you're loosening up your muscles. Do it for about 5 minutes so your blood and circulation is moving and flowing. And then do your workout, and then come and do this at the very end, another 5 minutes. It's just 10 extra minutes into your workout routine to benefit you. I promise you, it really will. So the thing about the vibration plate is it has up to 100 in speed. It has 100 levels. I started out on the first one, and you can sit on this thing. You can sit, stand, and you can do planks. You can do a lot of different things, and I'll be sharing all of my exercises on my channel, so you can go and explore those and really get a deeper understanding of what I do, how I do it, what supported me, so it can support you as well. Because this is one of those things where you can do at home while you're watching TV, while you're watching the kids, in between your phone calls, in between your busy life. It literally is right there. And you can do it anywhere from 1 minute, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever you feel. I usually go between 1 minute and 10 minutes. Very rarely will I go above that, because I know my body is getting what it needs. There are days that I may go above 10, but that is very rare. I will do this at least 5 times a day, and that has fluctuated on my journey, and I slowly built up to that. And if I'm utilizing this more than once throughout the day, I like to break up that 10-minute time frame. I don't want to go over 10 minutes, because you are shaking your body. You want to be really conscientious of your holding patterns when you're utilizing this. And what I mean by that is, a lot of us have a tight psoas, which creates a anterior tilt, which really puts a lot of pressure on your low back. And so what you want to do when you're on this is you really want to tuck your tailbone. And I talk about this a lot in my videos. So again, go check all of those out. They will be up and available for you to explore, so you can really, again, have an understanding how to use it. It has different foot placements for use, a walking, a jogging, a running. They have different vibration plates. I just got the traditional one, the standard, and I like the bigger size just so I could get wider movement, which would support me in getting more foot placements, which would help my fast and slow twitch muscle grow in different stances. And that was really crucial for me. So this one again comes with a lifetime warranty. Amazing. And I use it now. I've had it for a year, at least 5 times a day, to help reset my nervous system. It's really great. Sometimes I'll do it more than that, but 5 is my go-to. If I go above it, chef's kiss. I just listen to my body. I hear what's going on, but I like to utilize it to help reset my body after a long day of sitting at a computer, because you're sitting stationary. The shaking will release everything, get the lymphatic system moving, and really help to keep your body in proper postural alignment versus improper holding patterns, which can compile over time, especially if you're someone who sits a lot. And it really helps you to become aware of when you fall out of that proper postural alignment, and it helps you to correct it, which also will support you. This helps to create deep body awareness, which will serve you not only while you're using it, but when you are not using it as well. And my third and final product that I use religiously from LifePro is their infrared sauna bag. I got this because I understand the importance of detoxification, but you also get a lot of benefits beyond detoxification. It helps to lighten the load of your lymphatic system. It aids in muscle recovery. It boosts your heart health because the sweat and the heat, not only does it help detoxify, but it can also help to, because it penetrates so deeply, it aids in that recovery because of the infrared. It also may possibly help in clearing out microplastics, and that's a big thing that you hear being talked about a lot because of how much we are consuming. So detoxing all of that out of your body is super beneficial, but because of the heat. And this thing goes up to 167 degrees, and that's perfect for me. I honestly go up to 149, and I will stay in it for about 45 minutes to an hour. I definitely had to build up to that because of how much toxicity was in my body at the very beginning. And I started by doing 10 minutes. You just sit in the sauna bag. It does come with sauna wraps if you want the silver lining sheaths that aid in boosting the detoxification and increasing body heat, so you sweat more. I knew I didn't need that. I've never used that. What I do is I will lay a towel down, so when I'm sweating, it'll get absorbed. It's also easier to clean. I always wipe this thing down after I'm done because you are sweating. You want to make sure you're cleansing it and clearing all that gunk once you're done, because when I tell you you will sweat, you will sweat. And the nice thing is it has little arm pockets. Honestly, I don't really use those. I will keep my arms above, and if I feel like I want extra sweating capacity, I'll put my arms underneath. But I honestly had to build up to having my arms inside the bag just because I felt a little bit claustrophobic in the beginning. And if you do feel claustrophobic, the nice thing about this is you can zip it up. You don't have to zip it up all the way, but if you do want the best results, you do want to have it zipped up to at least this point. But again, you can keep your arms out of the bag, which will really reduce that claustrophobic sensation that you get. But what I will do is I will put myself in this little bag, pop on the TV, and put on my drainage pathway frequencies, cleanse and clear. And the nice thing about listening to the frequencies is they last at least almost an hour. So if you can listen to those frequencies, it helps you not only to relax into the experience, but it amplifies the detoxification process that you're already getting from this. And the beautiful thing about using a sauna is they have shown that it has decreased cardiac ailments by 50%. 50% if someone does it 3 to 4 times a week. That's phenomenal. And what I found is, especially when you do energy healing, your body is going to be tired, but you want to support the detoxification process. So this is a way to support not only your circulation, your detoxification, but it amplifies your heart health. You're getting so many good benefits from this, and you look freaking amazing afterwards, because when you sweat those toxins out, especially if you have cellulite, what cellulite is it's actually a buildup of toxins in the body. You release the toxins, you will actually see a lot of your water weight start to dissipate. So many people have backed up lymphatic systems. Once you get the lymphatic system moving and detoxifying, you will see amazing benefits. And it will aid in the recovery process, and it will support your body in getting some physical exertion without actually doing physical exertion. It's great to use your meditations, listen to your mantras. You could listen to a podcast. It doesn't even have to be something spiritual. It could just be like, hey, I just need to put on a podcast, sit here and just whatever. And that's why I like listening to the drainage pathway frequency and then the lymphatic pathway frequency, because it puts you into a meditative state. So you just kind of sit there. There are times where I have fallen asleep in this thing, and when my frequency ends, it wakes me up, which means my body was in dire need of a reset. I find a lot of people are like, oh, I don't like to fall asleep during this stuff. But the thing is, if you're falling asleep, that means your nervous system is resetting, which means your body can start to heal. So do not fear the sleepies. I'm calling it the sleepies. Hey, yo, sleepy. But this for me is just as mandatory as getting my weekly workout in. This is a part of my routine. So I do this at least 2, maybe 3 times a week. It just depends on how much energy healing I'm doing. 2 is the minimum, and I may do more. But if I am not doing a lot of energy healing, I will do this 2 times, and then I will do my physical exercise routines. I like to do indoor cycling. And cleaning, doing deep cleaning is also a workout to me. I view at home normal everyday routines, especially when it comes to cleaning your house. That is a physical exercise, especially if you do it mindfully. It's actually a beautiful practice that I love. It's free, and it also, again, reduces that guilt. I need to get to the gym. Take care of your house, your home. You'll be surprised at what a sweat you can break out in when you're doing it mindfully, when you're doing motions like you would do in the gym. Let me tell you, you will get a workout. Trust. So, but I do like to do my indoor cycling. I have a nervous system reset routine when I do it, and I'll be sharing more videos about that to help you and support you and give you another exercise that you can utilize at home, because I'm a big advocate for working out at home, because I find that it has been the most beneficial for me. And again, I know some of you have big time constraints. Some of you are wanting to save money. I honestly looked at the amount of money that I spent at the gym and the amount of time I was losing by going to the gym, calculated that all out, and I invested in these products because I'm like, if I'm gonna spend it on a gym that A, I'm not even going to all the time, B, I was not enjoying it, just because gyms to me are highly toxic, because a lot of people are excreting their cortisol, their stress hormone, which then connects into a lot of people emotions that are unprocessed. So the last time I went to a gym, I almost threw up because of how much toxicity there was in there, because they also don't have, I find a lot of gyms, the air circulation flow is not the best. So I'm like, why am I gonna go into a gym to retoxify my body with other people's toxins? This makes no sense. I want to heal and I want to feel better, and doing it at home made the most sense to me, not only for my schedule, but also due to my sensitivities. So these are the 3 products that I would recommend the most, because 1, you're sweating out all those toxins, you're supporting your heart health, and you're possibly getting those microplastics out of your body. You're building fast and slow twitch muscles. You're helping to move that lymphatic system. It aids in circulation, and it's a great way to build deep core stabilizing muscles. And again, I share those in my videos. Go check those out. There's a whole entire playlist. Red light therapy, great for aiding in mitochondrial health, which is great for recovery, increasing your natural energy. It's great for cellular health. It's great for boosting collagen production. It's also great for resetting your circadian rhythm, and it's a great tool to utilize first thing in the morning. And it also helps with inflammation and reducing pain within your joints and ligaments. So these are the big 3 for me from LifePro. I have them linked below. Go check them out. You will not be sorry. It is an investment, but again, because they have the lifetime warranty, it was just a no-brainer for me. Most products barely last a year. This is a lifetime, and they've already replaced my sauna bag because this stopped working. They sent it to me within a week. They're fantastic, they're amazing, it's good quality, and that's what you want when it comes to your at-home self-care products. Quality to me is everything, not the quantity. And so this stuff has really supported me in building up to feeling better and knowing that I have the tools at my disposal when I need them to help me feel and continue to be my best, which is what I want for all of you. So check out their link below, and I've also linked the drainage pathway frequency and the lymphatic pathway frequency course. It's not really a course, you're just getting those two products. Those are part of the physical support course, which I would highly recommend, but I also know because of that price, some of you may not want to invest, but some of you may want the drainage pathway and lymphatic pathway frequency. And so that one is only $50. The other one is $350 because you are getting a whole lot more frequencies in that course. And that supports the nervous system regulation. It supports the muscle recovery and release. It supports in emotional, it has emotional support frequencies for anxiety and depression. It also has joint relief. It has a whole lot. You can go check it out and explore, and you will be able to see what all comes in that course. But this is my recovery process. These are the tools that I use from LifePro in correlation with my other workout routines, the products and supplements that I take, and my energy healing courses. So thank you for joining me today, and I'm wishing you much health and wellness in this year to come. Mwah!